Okay, welcome back to Poolside Games. Today we are playing through Jurassic Park on the Super Nintendo. This game's pretty cool. If you watched the other video about talking about the different Jurassic Park games, I like this one. It's kind of a mix of the Super Nintendo or the Nintendo version and the like a first-person perspective thrown in for the inside of the buildings. So that's pretty cool.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Looks like I haven't played in a while. I think I know the game fairly well, though, so I guess we'll see how well this goes. But we're going to go start off in the Visitor Center. I think that's the best place to go to. You can grab Hammond's ID card right away, which you need at the beginning of the game, and that's where I'll start grabbing all the weapons I use. And I don't use the smoke grenades. I think those are next to useless. The bolas and the rockets are the best weapons, I think, and you can pick up a bunch of them in the visitor center, like right off. I love the elevator music in the elevators. Nice touch. So as you can see at the top of the elevator, if you come up to the third floor, there are rockets and bolas up here. And the Hammond ID card is on the... Just shoot through the door? Okay, yeah. Looks like we got him, so... But the Hammond ID card is on the roof of the visitor center, so... Top left corner.
Mr. Grant.
I'm letting all the compies hit me now. Watch out, there's a raptor. They'll jump up on the roof. And I'm telling you to watch out, and I'm allowing it to hit me a bunch. So if you come inside and you grab weapons and then you go outside, it reloads a lot of the weapons, but the dinosaurs don't get reloaded, so you can easily go back and pick up more ammo and stuff if you need. So yeah, to get up to the roof, just the elevator in the room where you enter into the visitor center, and then up to the third level, so it's pretty easy. Okay, so out of the visitor center, we're going to head south, back through that gate we came through, and back through the main Jurassic Park gate. The first main task of the game is turning the generator on, and the generator shed is south of the main gate here. Sometimes trying to line up the shots on the dinosaurs as they're walking back and forth is hard. Okay, so this is a battery. And the battery, you have night vision goggles, but each individual building has a battery in it you have to find for the night vision goggles to work in that area. And if you go into a room that's dark without night vision goggles, you'll just die instantly. So if you see a room that's dark and you haven't found the battery yet, it'll give you a warning, but don't go in there. Nothing else in here. And you can see right in front of us, there's the generator. Just finished taking out the Dilophosaurus and then go turn it on. There we go, first task complete. This is what I was talking about, that warning night vision thing. If we walked in here without that battery we found, we would have just died. So if you see that and you haven't found the battery yet, don't go into the room. So just back up to the main gate, through here again. And then we're not going to go back to the visitor center. Yeah, we're going to move on to the next shed. There's a called beach utility shed you have to go to. And that is through the forest over here. It's just sometimes kind of confusing to find it. Yeah, just you have to get all the eggs to complete the game. So every time you find one, grab it, and at the end, if you don't have all of them, if you get all the way to the helipad at the very end of the game and you haven't collected all the eggs, it will say how many eggs are left and make you go look for the rest of them. So, oh nope, that wasn't the right way. Like I said, this forest can be a little confusing. You kind of have to keep going south, like southwest, and then you'll find a path that takes you back to the northeast, and then that's where you find this like long straight path that takes you down to the shed. Okay, I think this is it. Yeah, this is it. Because the long straight path has a Triceratops that'll attack you. So kind of try to hug one of the sides, yeah, and get out of the way. And you can just walk down behind it. But yeah, if you're hit by that, it's not, you won't just lose health, it's just an instant kill. And here's the second shed. I don't remember being hard to find. In here somewhere, there's a couple of things in each shed. But the first thing we need in here is just Nedry's ID card, and you need that to be able to access the computer room to reboot the main terminal in the visitor center. So that's what we're looking for. No, I think that's it. Yep, there it is. Alright, so that is all we need from the shed right now. We end up having there's something in here. Oh, I missed. Alright, so as I was saying, there's like a couple of things in each shed. So starting off, you just kind of need the one thing. So we're looking for the ID card. We're going to leave. Now we can head back to the visitor center to complete the second part of what we're trying to do, the second like task. I think most of the rows have a velociraptor that jump up onto them to attack you. So I'm gonna go down and show you something down here. There's 2 or 3 spots in the game, I don't remember, where there's the T-Rex will attack you, and here's one of them. You can usually outrun it if you're moving quick enough, and it'll, yeah, just back away, but that you could hear the music change and everything, so just be aware that that's what that means. If the music starts sounding like that there's a T-Rex nearby. If you die outside, you just go back to the last place like you went through, like it loaded from, which usually isn't too bad. But if you've done a lot of exploring outside and haven't been anywhere, you can sometimes go back quite a ways. I still think you have everything you oh, that was close. Have everything that you found. You just might have a long walk ahead of you. Alright, and here's the visitor center right here, so we don't have to go very far once we're out of the forest. And we go to the same elevator as we did before. So you have to pick up weapons as you walk over them. So if you walk over something, it will just drop the other weapon that was equipped, because you can only carry two. So just walk back over it and you'll pick up the other one. Just if you don't like smoke grenades, which I don't accidentally grab the smoke grenades and then run off and not notice that that's what you have equipped. Okay, and that computer right there that you see in front of us is where we're headed. Yep, and you just have to boot it, so it's booted now. And there's just a bunch of things you can come in here and do. Gate operations. There's 3 different gates, and this will control. Only one of them works at a time. This one controls which one you want on and off. So you can see it's set to 3. That's the one that we've been going through. Just select another one here. I don't remember the next one we actually have to use. I don't know that it matters at this point. There he was. I saw him for a second. Okay, so we can come in here. You can do a few things down here. Not too much. You need Dr. Wu's card to get into some of the doors, and it's not too far in. Yeah, see. And you don't get Dr. Wu's card for quite a while. You gotta get all the way to the boat. And I think it's on the boat, if I remember correctly. So yeah, I don't want to go in there yet, because we have not found the battery for the visitor center yet. So that's that in here for right now. Okay, let's go back to the computer for just a second. So if you go to user options, there's a help in here, and that just gives you some pointers and stuff about how to play the game. So if you ever are not sure about something, you can click in here. I don't think there's a lot in there, just 3 or 4 things. But it won't tell you what task you're on. And I always thought it should kind of tell you what to do, but that's not what it is. If you want to know what you're supposed to be doing, just go up to the motion trackers and walk up to them, and they'll give you hints and everything. Everybody will talk to you, and eventually you'll get one, and they'll say task at the top and what you're currently trying to do. So I went back up, and I'm just going to grab some more ammo while I'm here. Okay, so everything reloads inside. I guess the stuff outside doesn't reload. So there were some bolas down there in the corner the first time. Couldn't remember how that worked, so I guess the outside doesn't ever reload. Once you have it, you have it. But you see, we went outside and came back in, so here's more ammo here again. Okay, so let's no, actually, let's go back and let's look around the visitor center a little more. At least the first floor. I don't know why I fired there. I thought there would be another dinosaur. I thought there was like a dinosaur over in the corner too. Huh. Maybe I'm just getting jumpy. Wait, where did he go? Oh, there he is. He's in the corner. I don't know what to say about the sublevel down here. This is where later on you have to stop the raptors from coming into the visitor center. And after that, you'll come into the sublevel here. I don't remember if it's a little confusing how it's all set up. I remember that I used to get confused in here, but I don't know if it's worse than or easier than I remember it being. Ah. Okay, so yeah, you can get into the control room, and this is kind of about as far as you can get. And you'd think there'd be more to do in the control room, but there's not really anything here. There's an elevator that goes down, but you can't use it without Ellie's card. And you don't get Ellie's card till pretty far into the game, and by that point, you don't really need it. I guess the sublevel's not... I don't know why I thought the sublevel was confusing. It doesn't seem to be. There's not much down here. But we're not done looking around either. We gotta go to the left down here. I think there's another door. Ah, there's the battery for the visitor center. Nice. And it's for the whole visitor center. So we can now go into any dark room in the visitor center, and we're covered. And I can think of a couple of them. One of them is on the first, or on the ground level as soon as we go back upstairs. Oh, and one's right here. There are a lot of rockets. Okay, that door straight ahead is another one that we had to wait on to find the battery to get into. And there's another card in here. Oh, there's Grant's card. Okay, I think that's everything we need to do here, so let's move on. And we're going to go over to, and I'll show you this. See, it says secure the visitor center, find out how the raptors are getting in and stop them. That is the next thing we're trying to do, I think. Okay, Nedry comes up and tells you some great stuff, none of it's ever true.
Mr. Grant. Mr. Grant.
Oh, there, your task. See, and it does say the block the raptor, because sometimes they'll just tell you things about things that you do eventually have to do, but whenever it comes up when it says your task, and you can go check that wherever if you're ever not sure what to do, and under your task it'll tell you exactly what you need to try to do next. So over here, here's the visitor center. I don't know why, I hate those giant flies. Sometimes I feel like they're really hard to hit, and they hit me a bunch of times before I'm able to hit them. I don't know. Yeah, watch out for the boulders when you're walking around in the rocky areas, because they'll come down and crush you. So those messages that pop up, you can hit the pause button and it'll make it go solid, so it's easier to read. Or you can hit the L or R button, it'll just go away. And here's the raptor pen, so this is the next place we're going. So we have to get into the raptor pen to stop the raptors from getting into the visitor center. That was kind of creepy, the guy just standing there staring at us. Like he didn't even bother to attack or anything. That was weird. So I guess we're going down some more. I think that's all there is in here. Okay, so we can't do anything on this level until we find the battery. I like the ground level. I always thought the windows looked cool, being able to see like the the island outside of the windows. When this came out, I really thought this level was cool. Now it looks kind of flat and everything, but it looked really cool when it came out. I'm being attacked. Oh man, there's a bunch of Dilophosaurus in here. Man, I never thought I was going to hit that guy. It took forever. That's the other reason I like making sure I have a lot of ammo. I sometimes feel like I'm using a lot of it up. Haha, there, I got 2 dinosaurs with 1 shot. Oh cool, there's the battery. Now we can go back up and see what was up the second floor. I think this game calls it the first level. Okay, sorry, I got distracted there for a second. I don't know what happened. Alright, there's Ian's card. Sometimes with these really big rooms, it's like easy to miss something. Okay, so security level 1, you have to get someplace on the island. I think it's the boat? And there's one of the computers on the boat that gives you security level 1. Or maybe you have to get Woo's ID card and it's in Woo's office. I don't remember. Somewhere there's a place where you can get it. And then you can come back and get in there. No, another hint if you're playing through this and you haven't ever played it before. When you're looking around inside, you can just use the directional pad to turn. But if you want to make a very small turn, you can use the L and R buttons to make a very small turn to try to aim better. So, yeah, and it helps with aiming if you know that the L and R buttons will turn you as well. Oh, that was awful. I wasn't even near him when I fired the first time. Come on. Get closer. Oh, I almost missed him again. remember if there's anything. There's probably other stuff up here. I don't remember. We're gonna go down the elevator. I think sublevel 2 is where we're trying to get down to. I don't think there's a level below this. Of course, I could be wrong. Like I said, I didn't exactly play through the game again to remember everything before I started recording, but that's okay. If anything goes wrong, I'll just fix it in post. Nah, this is what we're looking for. So I don't actually know if you need to come in here and clear out this cave area. I always do. Man, there's a lot of velociraptors in here. I totally missed that guy. There we go. No, there's an extra life in here, so that's good to grab. I like the Jurassic Park logos that are on the walls. Hold on, we'll look at one for a second. Yeah, I like that. In here, where it looks like it's like a maintenance area, it looks cool. You find them later in like a cave. Then I'm like, why would it say Jurassic Park in the wall in a cave? But oh well. Okay, so we're done in here. We walk back out, and we just have to walk to the other side of this box and push it in front of the door. There we go. We have stopped the raptors. So I think that's where we're going to leave it for today. Yeah, we'll just go up the elevator, and then we'll pick it up from the visitor center next time. All right, well, thank you guys for watching.